I've got one. I've got a full one.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
On the back of the announcement of the celebration of football, NPLSA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, which will see 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would the kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here again will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up and actually take on the team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with NPLSA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given a professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
Good afternoon and welcome to round 20 of the RA NPLSA here at Regency Park for this clash between Croydon and FK Beograd. Today I have the pleasure of introducing my co-com, former goalkeeper extraordinaire, former coach of Comets, Para Hills, won promotion with Para Hills.
No.
Didn't he? Did you not?
Promotion with Comets.
Promotion with Comets,
Yes.
Apologies. I have. Barney Smith, welcome.
Afternoon, Towns. Good to be here. My second game on the mic after an introduction to the booth, I suppose, with Johnny Kecko back in maybe round 13 or so. Comets Berks down at Ellis Park. Didn't do too well that day. Didn't get a word in with Johnny. He could talk underwater, so I'm going to give it a better crack today.
You certainly get the chance today, that's for sure. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here today. You do it all on the comms, goalkeeping, coaching. What's next for Barney Smith?
At the moment, it's just a pause. Let's call it a pause. Somebody asked me before if I'd retired. I said, no, I'm not that old. Don't make me feel that old. A pause. Just life,
a pause.
Just life's got busy. Life's got in the way. And I've done it before. Life got in the way back in 2011. And I spent probably 6 years out of the game back then. But and it happens to all of us, you know, priorities around work or family. For me, it's a bit of both. I've got one of my daughters is doing year 12 this year, so it's a big year for her.
Yeah, that is a big year.
Work's pretty busy. I seem to be overseas or interstate a fair bit, so I can't seem to get more than a month in Adelaide before I have to go again, which makes it really hard if you're going to coach a team. Or
It does, but it's not a bad lifestyle.
No, it's not too bad. I've just got back from sunny Southeast Asia and enjoyed 3 weeks over there, so it's freezing here in Adelaide, although it looks like a nice day today for this big clash between second and fourth.
Yes, it is a massive clash because if Croydon get the win, they can push themselves further away from that chasing pack. So big game. We're going to go through the lineups quickly here for your home side today in Croydon. We've got number 1, Daniel Margouche, number 5, Luke Klimic, number 6, Christopher Vivian, number 7, Maya Hisamoto, number 8, Adam Martinello, number 11, Oscar Slattery, number 12, Luca Trimboli, number 13, Junior David, number 15, James Polly, number 17, Passia John, and number 22, Bol Mapor. And on the bench for Croydon today is number 4, Thomas Mastro-Antoine, number 9, Santana Bartovsky, number 14, Ned Stiles, number 18, Jared Brazali, number 21, Matthew Voigt, and number 23, Andre Carl. And your lineup for the visitors, FK Beograd, number 1, Jamie Signorello, number 5, Cooper Nunn, number 6, Kristen Konstandopoulos, number 7, Massimo Falco, number 8, Jason Konstandopoulos, number 10, Anthony Trimboli, number 14, Alexander Banjak, number 17, Lorenzo, 2, Fro Neon Kuru, and on the bench for FK Beograd today, number 2, Zach Kosick, number 4, Jordan Lean, number 9, Maxim Ivanic, number 13, Tager Harper, number 18, Riley Stam, and number 20, Jared Clark, as we just see the two captains, Massimo Falco and Luke Klimic, go for the coin toss. What are you expecting today, Barney?
Oh, look, in the previous fixture, Beograd got the chocolates and rolled Croydon 3-1 in a dominant display at home. So I'd say Croydon would want to square that one up before finals time because they could meet again in a few weeks' time. Croydon have been super strong at home. You want to take good form into finals. They've had a consistent lineup from what I've seen on a regular basis. Talking to George Sonis, he talked about the squad depth, enjoying the squad depth at the moment. With a full squad to select from, it certainly makes it competitive at training. People are fighting for their spots versus walking up each week going, I'm going to play no matter what. So he feels like that's really good tension at training, which is pushing their performances to the best that the team can produce. And that's always been consistent with teams, you know. I certainly, as a coach, have experienced both sides when I've been in a team where you've got so many injuries that pretty much the team knows it's playing every week. So it doesn't really matter what happens at training or what you say to them. You can't really threaten them because they know they're going to play. versus having players to choose from. And I would always take the latter, having a strong squad and having competitive training sessions every week.
And as you were just mentioning, that form for Croydon, they've won 3 wins in their last 5 without a loss.
Yeah.
So that is some great form. And Baselli kicks us off for FK Beograd, goes back to Coopernon. He looks to go long, looking for Trimboli. We've got 2 Trimbolis on the park today and 2 Constantopolises.
Oh, right. Well, good luck with that.
I was going to say, have fun with that one.
Beograd not too dissimilar. I think they've had a much better year this year. And for them, a lot on the line today because at some point this year during the season when they went on a run of maybe 7 or 8 games they put together, they were sitting second on the ladder and looking forward to finals. So I think Adrian will be pushing the team to really finish the season strong and not let off or take the brakes off or let the team kind of capitulate right towards the end of the season. They too are going to be trying to finish strong and as high on that ladder as possible. And when you look at the ladder, a couple of games to go. If the results don't go your way, it could make a massive difference to where you finish. Beograd still, looking at this ladder, depending on what they do, could finish anywhere from 3rd to 7th or 8th.
Yeah, it's a scary reality when you look at it and you go, okay, yeah, we're currently sitting in 4th for FK Beograd as Constantopoulos on the ball here looking for Trimboli down the line. He'll get there. No, he doesn't, and sees that out over the line for first goal kick of the match. Those were saying that FK Beograd, their form has been a little bit iffy of the late. They've drawn 1 in their last 5, only 1 win in the last 5 with 3 losses. So they're not in the right best of form going into finals in these last couple of very important rounds.
We've got a few weeks to fix it, that's for sure. But it's certainly healthy for the league and for spectators around the grounds over the next few weeks. Like there is today, there's a lot of tasty fixtures, and given how tight the ladder is for those top 6 spots, there's everything on the line on a lot of these matches, which is what you want to see. You don't want to see any dead rubbers. Also down the other end of the table, there's still a couple of clubs fighting for their life, and
two of them played today.
2 played today, which is
Para Hills and Raiders at the Paddocks. They kick off at 3 o'clock, so that is such an important game because the loser there is, you could safely say, will be relegated.
Yeah, if Raiders lose that game, it's not looking good at all. The hill may be too high to climb. Modbury Jets also playing at home in 10th position against the 9th Berks.
Exactly, and that's another game because Berks have been very inconsistent of late. They lost last week 3-0 to Playford. They beat Adelaide United 3-0 the week before. So very inconsistent. And as we were saying earlier, Bunny, the team that's got the most consistency will do well. If you can keep your consistency, you will do well. And Metro have proven that. Croydon, who have been very consistent this year, sitting second, have proven that. Beograd, not the best of starts. Then they competed really well, got some great results throughout the middle of the season, and then have started to dip a little bit. But considering where FK were last year and Croydon, fantastic results for both these 2 teams so far this year.
I agree. The only difference really when you look at Metro and Croydon from a statistical point of view is they've both been consistent week in, week out with a very similar lineup. 2 strong squads, confident, playing well, and scoring goals. However, the difference between the 2 is Croydon have just leaked a few more, almost double compared to Metro in terms of goals conceded this year. That's the only difference you see there, and that will contribute when you're leaking goals. That might turn wins into draws, and you start to drop a few points, which is why they haven't challenged Metro. And congratulations to Metro Stars too, wrapping up the league champions and taking that trophy along with the cup trophy. So 2 out of the 3 already in the kit bag, and already gone back to Metro.
A fantastic result midweek in their Australia Cup campaign.
Great to see SA teams doing well on the national stage.
It's only the one this year.
Yeah, well, we'll take one. We'll take one, and if they're the only ones left, so
that's it.
Everyone needs to get behind them.
That is for sure.
From SA. So I think there should be a big crowd at their next one, drawing MacArthur Bulls. So
at TK Shutter. We know that they can do some damage at their home ground, Metro, so that'll be a very enticing encounter to get down and watch. It's being played on Monday the 11th of August. It's a Monday night fixture, so Effectively, some teams will train, but a lot of teams won't have training. And
My old teammate, coach of the Bulls, may have reached out with a message to ask about the local team, Mr. Stajowski, who we were housemates together at Sydney United back in 1998. We lived right behind the club in the Denzer Park in New South Wales.
Wow, there you go.
Lived together for about 2 to 3 years before Millet became a superstar, and I did absolutely nothing.
It's a bit harsh on yourself there, that's for sure. But it's not a bad little contact there that he can reach out to. And as the ball comes in, it's falling to Baselli.
Another chance.
Koike over the bar. Snatched at that one.
Kind of the first bit of action in front of goal today. I was about to say it's been a cagey start from the two teams, just feeling each other out, trying to get on the ball, and Beograd, 2 great chances. One blocked and one over the bar.
Both falling to players you want them to fall to as well in Baselli and Koike, who've both scored goals this year. And just a One World LED scoreboard update.
Already?
Yeah, red card at the Metro Comets game. Red card to North East Metro in the 8th minute.
Oh, wow.
So they're down to 10 men with a lot of the game left to play. So that'll be very interesting to see how that one plays out. I wonder if, I haven't had a look at their lineup yet, but I'll be wondering if Danny has rested players after the midweek venture.
You'd wonder if they'd thawed out yet from how cold it would have been in Canberra on Wednesday night. Would have been absolutely freezing at the Deakin Sports Centre. But you would think, we'll have to have a look at those lineups when we get a chance and see if he's rested a few of the players. It's been a heavy load of games for them. Wrapping up the league here and then having to go to Canberra and play. So you'd think with some tired legs there may be some changes to freshen up the squad.
You would think that they've got the ability to rest players and not really change much of the squad, in the fact that they're both, the players they bring in are strong players that could walk into any side really. We do tick over 7 minutes.
John on the ball, goes out wide, back to Martinello, sitting in for Croydon here. Very comfy on the ball, and a great passing range, Martinello. He gets forward too and can score goals, so he's probably been one of the reasons Croydon have been having such a good year. He's had a good season in the middle of the park.
He's 3 goals this season. Not bad for a holding midfielder.
Yeah.
The surprise package for me with Croydon is the likes of Luca Trimboli. Been absolute fantastic this year in the absence of Andre Carl, and he's scored 9 goals this season. Great return.
It's a great return.
As that's long.
Something you're used to hearing with that name.
Yeah.
It's got to be said.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to actually play with Jason Trimboli at Raiders and Campbelltown.
I was unlucky enough to play against him.
Here's Konstantopoulos on the near side. Looks to cut inside. Finds Neon Kuru. And Barney, I've got to ask you this. You know the local league, you know the NPL well, and you've been around it a long time. Are there many players that you think could step up into the A-League now that we've had a few A-League players leaving? Here is Konstantopoulos into the box. Onto his left, he's runs out of him, gets it back. Here's Trimboli, and he finishes. Anthony Trimboli for FK Beograd with the first goal of the game.
Beograd take the lead. Great run from Konstantopoulos. Beat 2 or 3 players into the box. I thought they were actually going to block that cross or limit his ability to get the ball in the box, but he's cut it back beautifully to Trimmers, who took one touch and has finished it nicely in the bottom right-hand corner, as we see it, putting it past Magoosh, and 1-0 lead to Beograd. Another player for them who's been scoring goals this year. He's the other Trimboli.
As I say, in this game, the other Trimboli. He's actually
just talking about the Croydon Trimboli.
We talk about that, and Anthony Trimboli. Now I think that's pushed him up to 11 goals this season. But what's funny is he started the season as the winger. They pushed him inside. since he's gone inside, he's scored almost a goal a game since he's gone as an out-and-out centre striker.
Yeah, he's feeling it. He's in a rich vein of form.
He
When
certainly
players like
is.
that get confident, with the talent that Anthony's always had, he's always been a good dribbler. He's a good athlete as well. He's got a good change of pace. If he gets confident in front of goal, he'll do some damage, which he has this year. And good for him too.
It's been great to see.
So, we've had a trifecta of trim bowlies in the last minute. Jason, the most prolific out of all of them.
Yes, definitely.
The
Most
best
definitely.
finisher in the local game ever. And I don't think that will ever be caught. I
No.
don't think anyone will catch him
No,
with that goal tally.
no, certainly not. It'd be a very tall order.
Back to your question. Look, there's definitely opportunities for players locally to move to the next level and play A-League. The biggest gap for them is more so the physical demands of the next level. So they literally have to be able to survive sort of 9 to 12 months of moving up to the next level and getting themselves conditioned to be able to compete in the A-League and play more matches, train more often, which is something that they're not used to in the NPL competition here and around the rest of the country. That's the biggest gap. From a technical point of view, in terms of the player's ability on the ball, and here's Konstantopoulos, they want to get a leash on him because Kristen at the moment is running amok in the middle of that field. He's getting a lot of ball and he's able to turn and face defenders and go towards the goal. And Beograd here with another chance, looking dangerous. Klimek puts a stop to that. Comes wide to Slattery. I've got to get the names. Rusty on a few of them.
Oscar's been fantastic for Croydon this year. Come out of nowhere, to be honest. Didn't expect much. Didn't expect a lot of game time from him from my personal point of view, but he's been outstanding. Just having a look at the Metro Stars lineup with that sending off, they've got a pretty strong lineup. When you've got the likes of Ostrike still playing, Lachlan Barr, Christian Satira, Woodfin, Porter, Visser, Barbiero, Muhitira, Walls, Nagel and Chittadini. So he has rested a few players, the likes of McNamara, D'Andron, Hamish Gow and Owen Windsor have all been rested, but when you still look at that lineup, it's still very, very impressive.
What a squad. Yep.
So as the ball comes in and goes out.
Great ability to rest the team and still have a squad that strong. Shows the strength of what Danny and the team down there have built in terms of the depth in that squad. The players they've been able to recruit and keep as well. And to have someone like Fabian Barbiero, like, he's just a godsend for a club like that. He's been at Metro after coming back from the A-League, and season in, season out, looks after himself. He's a true pro.
I don't think anyone has a bad word to say and can't speak highly enough of Fabian and what he has done. He's been brilliant. Long may it continue for as far as I'm concerned.
Clubs like this would love to have somebody like that as part of their squad, and I think if he keeps playing, he's going close to playing over 300 games. He's very close to over 300 games, is it?
For Metro Stars this week is his 300th.
Oh, it's this week. Yep. There you go.
It is 300 this week.
Incredible.
He's closing in on the one and only Dan Godley.
Yeah, which you wouldn't think many people would get close to, but
Not as an outfielder.
if Fabian hadn't played for Adelaide United, it'd probably be his 400th this week. So to play 300 games, but also have the career he did with Adelaide United is also a credit to him.
Oh, it's incredible.
And his longevity. Croydon trying to get back in this year.
Trimboli, Miss Hisamoto, Passage John.
Great
Martinello
combination
through
play.
to Trimboli. Trimboli gets it at none with a great sliding challenge. He's been outstanding for FK Beograd this season. Cooper Nunn upon returning from the States this year.
Really good timing of that tackle. You've seen them get those ones wrong, and that would have been a penalty and probably a red card as the last man.
It would have been booked. I don't know if it's, unless it was a definite goal scoring opportunity, but it would have been up to the ref in Dion Turner officiating today's game. Here's Trimboli. Switches looking for Hisamoto, Koike on the far side. In turn goes down the line to Boselli, who's able to get past one. Crosses. Bomapur does well to clear that into Boselli and out for the goal kick.
I think George wouldn't be too happy with this start from a defensive point of view. Beograd are getting a lot of possession in the middle of the field, in the mid-zone, and able to go forward at will and get in behind them, creating scoring opportunities. Obviously the goal, and even in that situation there, another chance in behind Croydon's back four, where they can get the ball in the box and potentially create a scoring opportunity. Wasn't to be that time, but I'm sure George will be looking at that saying we need to tighten up in the middle of the field and start to force Beograd to go sideways or backwards with their possession and not at will be able to play things in behind us.
And with Beograd able to find Konstantopoulos quite free is certainly helping them.
Just getting distracted with a wave from Beric down on the sideline.
Recovering.
I like Beric.
And Natsiopoulos is down there with him as well, who's also recovering from a season-ending injury.
I mean, look at those two. Wouldn't you love to have those two in your team today?
Well, that's it, exactly. You'd love to have them in the squad or in the 11, and they've been deprived of them for much of the season, and they're still able to. Here's Baselli putting through Trimboli, but doesn't quite find that one. So that was Harrington from left back trying to put Trimboli through, but he was free as well. We had plenty of space.
I think he wanted it earlier.
He did.
He had a chance to play that earlier. He was looking for an earlier ball in behind. And that extra touch just meant that he ran offside.
Great touch there from Konstantopoulos, and it goes out for a corner. As I was saying earlier about the defensive shape of Croydon, they've conceded 28 goals this year. FK Beograd, 28 goals. So exactly the same amount of goals conceded, but Croydon far superior in the goals for. They've scored 42 goals, Croydon.
Yeah, they would have had to be where they are.
Yeah, Beograd only the third. When I say only, but they've scored 33, so that's probably the biggest difference right there.
Cross into the box, not dealt with. Cooper Nunn gets his head on that, gets it clear. That will go out for a goal kick. Yes, so you're talking about the goals for, goals against. I was always big on sort of markers and used to say to the team at the start of the season, if we can score on average more than 2 goals a game by the end of the season and concede on average less than a goal a game, I will guarantee you'll finish first or second. Just
with
on the
those
basis,
numbers, definitely.
with those numbers,
definitely
based on the NPL.
Yep.
And you can go back and look at every year. The teams that finish up the top in the top couple of spots will generally be within those markers. They'll score more than 44 goals in the season.
Yep.
And they will concede less than 22.
Yep.
Obviously, Croydon and Beograd can't do that, but Metro Stars definitely within those markers. They've scored more than 44.
Vivian turns himself out of trouble.
That was close.
I have to admit,
Beograd push up hard here.
Yeah, they are, certainly. Here's Nian Kuru.
That'll be a corner.
Bulmer Paul, he's been outstanding for Croydon this year as well. Very strong at the back. Had a couple of different partners throughout the year, but of late, Vivian seems to be the man that partners alongside him. Brazali was there for a while, got injured, and Vivian's really come in.
I like that from the referee too.
He's letting it go. He's letting it play.
He let it go. There's no need to give away a foul. They're both players tussling for the ball. He let it play on, and then good tackle, although he cleaned him up after the tackle. But I like that from Dion. He's letting the players sort it out. Here's a Konstantopoulos. 2v1 in the corner. There's too much time on the ball.
Delivers.
Clips one in. Oh, what a chance. That was a lovely cross from Kristen. Just needed someone to get across the defender there and get a little flick on the ball. Strong tackle.
Again, the referee letting play go there.
Beograd have certainly turned up today. The brighter of the two sides in this first 15 minutes. How long have we been going?
18.
18.
Yeah, approaching into the 19th. And I have found out who was sent off in the Metro game, and it was Muhitira. So one of the replacements that came in today to allow the likes of D'Angelo and McNamara to have a breather had been sent off in the 8th minute thanks to One World LED Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions.
Croydon getting on the ball now, and they just need a bit. We'd like to see them settle down here and keep possession. They've been doing a lot of defending in this first 20 minutes. They need to get on the ball, keep possession, move Beograd around, make them defend a bit. See if they can orchestrate getting in behind, which they have here with John. He's played it inside. Oh, great chance again, just avoids, just missed Hisamoto. Could have had a shot on goal there inside the box, but Beograd are out. Trimmers with the tricks.
Beautiful 10 there from Trimboli. Able
Play on,
to
Trimmers. Nothing in it.
That's it. He's just got to keep going. Got round 1. Ran into about 4.
One too many flicks. It's back to Margouche. Again here, Croydon. Just can they keep the ball? Put together 5-6 passes here and see if they can get through this press from Beograd. He's let play go on. He's in behind. Slattery with a chance. Signorello gets to it just before Oscar. And it's Beograd's ball. So here's the danger here. Christian Konstantopoulos picking up that ball far too easy in midfield and able to turn and look at the goal and play things in behind, which he did for Jason, who's cut inside and had a shot, but easy pickings for Margouche. Didn't quite get a hold of that one on his left peg.
And what a signing for Croydon Margouche has been this season. To be able to pick up a former A-League goalkeeper with the experience that he's got has probably really helped.
Absolutely.
This Croydon side. Like
He'd also come in and demand higher standards at the back, higher standards at training, with his experience and what he's seen in terms of training around the country and at different A-League clubs. When you get exposed to that and then you have a change of scenery and say for Margouche he comes here to Croydon, it doesn't change in your mind what the standards should be.
No.
So he would definitely, I'd happily bet that he would be barking orders at training and pushing the boys quite hard. And when you have a goalkeeper like that with that sort of experience, it's no wonder Croydon are sitting second, full of confidence, not losing many games because they're hard to break down and hard to score against. Except this first 20.
They have struggled a little bit. They're not able to get out. Their FK Beograd's line is really, and press is really making it hard. Speaking of Margouche in his season, 28 goals conceded. That's them third for goals conceded in the league. The only two teams that have fared better, Metro and Comets.
Right, yeah.
So that's not about. That's very impressive. Like I said, they're sitting second. So there's a free kick there for Martinello off Baselli. Baselli, the excitement machine for FK Beograd. Come in this
come out of
year,
nowhere, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was an import from Italy, from the Como region. Really nice gentleman, good footballer. Really added a spark for FK Beograd this year. He's got talking to him previously, and he's certainly enjoying life here in Adelaide and at FK Beograd. Martinello takes his time getting to his feet. Croydon certainly don't want to lose him at this stage of the game. Very keen to the way they play, especially without the likes of Thomas Greco available. Here's Hisamoto inside to Martinello. Back to Hisamoto.
I'm okay with this. Beograd's sitting quite deep now. Once they get over the halfway line, they go into a really deep block. 5 across the back, 3 in the middle and 2 up front. Just to try and block things up and frustrate Croydon. So Croydon need to be patient here with the ball and keep them moving. Look for some opportunities outside the box for some combos. Maybe a ball in behind like that from Martinello.
And Konstantopoulos is quite happy to track back.
He's got back. But I don't think that's the answer. They're quite tough to play from those positions. What they want to do is move the ball quickly from one side to the other and look if they look to see get any 2v1s out wide where they can get in behind Beograd, try and shift their defence rather than trying to play those long diagonal balls over the top. Quite difficult to do with limited space in behind.
Especially when you've got the likes of a relatively tall back line as well, FK Beograd. Banjak and Nunn, Banjak and Nunn, very tall. Masfalco and Harrington, both relatively good in the air for fullback. So it's going to be tough. They've got to look at other options, and they've got to move the ball quicker. Here's Falco finding himself in a little bit of space inside, and he's able to spread the play beautifully out to Koike, who's 1v1 against Junior David. Here goes line looking for Harrington. Passia John has done well to track and turns and wins the free kick.
Did him in the corner. Track back well, good to see. Wingers have got a responsibility for their fullbacks to also account for them when they don't have the ball, and that's exactly what John did there. Tracked him back, won the ball and beat him, and he just fouled him on the side. So it's a free kick, Croydon back on the ball, and you'll see Beograd having a little bit of a rest, not pressing like they were aggressively in the first 15. They're sort of sitting off now and just letting Croydon have the ball at the back.
Clear game plan there, was pressed that high early 15.
And paid dividends.
It certainly has, as they lead on the Sportal LED One World Sportal scoreboard for your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. There's still 0-0 in the Metro Comets game. Koike able to win the ball. Here's Konstantopoulos. He plays for Trimboli and finds him straight through the middle onside.
He was onside too.
He's up against Mapor.
I agree with that decision. Trimmer's on his left. Straight at Margush, sorry.
Trimboli certainly feel he should have done better there. Here's that press again from FK Beograd. This time, Margush does well to keep it in. Croydon still struggling with the FK Beograd press at the present moment.
Let's see what they do here. Looks like they're going to sit off.
Yeah, it's certainly a game plan, that first 15. Now that they've got their 1-0, they're now able to, and happily will sit in, allow Croydon to have the ball in these spaces, or in the non-dangerous positions really, and allow them to knock balls like that over the top, and happy to deal with it as it comes off the assistant referee, who we have Thomas Temby on the far side and Judah Tan on this near side today.
Well, you have to have some strategy around your pressing, because particularly at this level, the players can't press for 90 minutes non-stop. Like, you'll just gash your team out. So it may be you choose to press in certain phases, and that might be from dead balls, so from goal kicks. That's when your team presses, or it could be in open play when it comes from the goalkeeper. Let the team know that's when, if it comes out from Croydon's goalkeeper, that's when we're going to press, but you can't press constantly. So clearly Adrian's organised tactically from the attacking point of view. When Croydon's got the ball, they're all on the same page, and they've done a great job so far, making it difficult for Croydon. You need to give them a little rest as well. So
you do, that's it, and that allows them, that sitting deep allows them to take that breather,
get some energy back and ready to press again.
Constant unable to cross, Polly blocked. Back to Falco, who's able to cross. Low one, but Mapor cleans that one up. And certainly these two coaches, Barney, are students of the game. You know both these coaches for FK and Croydon. Here's Trimboli, here's Konstantopoulos. Cut out by Klimic.
Croydon struggling to get out here.
FK win it back quite quickly. Here's Neon Kuru. I'll happily go all the way back. And if you love the game, why not study it? Flinders University now offers degrees in sport, teaching, psychology, social work and more at its new city campus. Apply now for mid-year entry as we approach the midway, or close to the 30-minute mark now of this game.
Slattery cuts inside, plays it for Hisamoto. It's just going to roll out there. Goal kick to Beograd. I would have liked to see Polly really attack that there. The ball went wide to Slattery, and that's just what I was talking about before. Jason Konstantopoulos down this side has been very active, but was a little slow in getting back. You know, a little bit of fatigue for Jason. So Polly had a great opportunity there to run with Slattery, get close to him and create a 2-on-1 on Falco so that they could get something in the box. Instead, he hung back a little bit, and Slattery's tried to play it in for Hisamoto. Ball's too straight. It's going out for a goal kick 9 times out of 10, unless you're super quick.
We do have some of those players out there, but no one that was going to catch that. Here's Hisamoto. Wins the free kick off Banjak. Here is Polly. And it surprised me that Croydon haven't utilised Polly more in these positions. The ball comes in from Slattery and dealt with by Signorello with Polly's delivery on that left foot. It surprised me they haven't tried to utilise that a little bit more.
All the other games kicking off now around the grounds, by the sounds of things, from your phone making noises.
Yep, we've got 3 o'clock today. Playford taking on Adelaide United, Campbelltown taking on Adelaide City, Mowbray Jets taking on West Holmes Bacalla, and Para Hills taking on Raiders, all kicking off have just kicked off.
Campbelltown, Adelaide City, another big game.
It is.
Campbelltown in a must-win situation after losing to the youth team last week.
Yep.
Now have to beat Adelaide City at their ground to stay in touch with the top 6. If Adelaide City win that game, could all but spell no finals for Campbelltown potentially, with 2 games to go.
It's great to see that there's so much riding on this NPL season, and it's not already decided with games to go. We've still got games that mean something, games that have got something riding on them. In the past, we've seen lots of seasons where there's the game by this stage of the season. There's not much left to fight for at all.
Or 2 teams could already be relegated.
Yep.
Not much to play for.
Exactly.
All 3 teams down there can still survive. So, well, 2. Well, one of the 3.
One of the 3, yeah.
They've all got something to play for.
They all do.
One of the 3 will survive.
There's another free kick for Martinello. Baselli again.
Is it in range here? I know Martinello can hit him, but I think they'll try and set something up here rather than a shot.
They don't look like they're setting up for a shot.
No.
They go wide to Polly. This is what I was talking about earlier. Ability to use his left foot. He crosses to the far. Free head saved by Signorello. Passage on with the follow-up. Cleared by Nunn. What an effort that was for Croydon there.
Chance.
They've been waiting for that chance, Barney. It comes along. Signorello with a big save for his team.
That's what you need your goalkeepers to do. But good work from the free kick. Ball out wide. Great cross. And I think it was Hisamoto with the header.
It was. Free header at the back post. That's what I was saying earlier. They got to get Polly onto that ball for those crosses. He's deadly with that left foot of his. And Hisamoto unable to go either side of Signorello in the goal. And being 3 o'clock, we've also got kickoffs in the HBG Home State League 1 with Cumberland playing Adelaide Olympic, Fulham playing the Cove, Pontian Eagles playing Salisbury United, SA Panthers playing West Adelaide, Adelaide Cobras taking off Blue Eagles, and the 5 o'clock kickoff is Sturt Lion against Adelaide Vipers. There are games in the HBG Home State League 2 North and South as well, as that goes out for a goal kick.
All those games have now kicked off, so we will bring you the scores. And spoiler alert, if you're watching this game and don't want to know the score in another game, turn us off, hit the mute button if you haven't already.
That's it. But if you do want to know the results, stay tuned. We will give them to you as they come through. Here's FK Beograd playing out from the back, and then Nunn will go long, looking for Konstantopoulos, but it goes all the way through to Junior David. Baselli, and then Bolmapore cleans up for Croydon.
He's bursting through the middle. What a run this is. He's still got it inside the box. Oh, forces a save. Corner, Croydon, the centre-back.
Great work there from Mapore. He does that quite a lot. I've watched him play many times this season, and when he gets the chance, he will pick the ball up. He will look to burst through, get into the midfield. In that case, he went even further forward and end up with a shot, which Signorello had to make the save. As Polly will take this one on the far side, in swinging with the left. Goes far post looking for Junior David, and Cooper Nunn wins that header. Then Anthony Trimboli further clears. Koike is going to try and keep this in and does so. And then runs it out.
He's going to pull it back. Good refereeing from Dion there. Let the play go to see if Beograd were going to get the advantage, which if Koike had kept that in, they would have had a break on. So he let the play go, but then as he saw the ball went out for a throw-in, Dion pulled it back for the foul on Trimmers. Great refereeing.
Doesn't say he's had a great game so far. Dion in the middle.
Yep. Doing a great job so far. Actually looks quite warm out there on the players' faces.
It does. When I was driving in, it was sitting at a nice 14 degrees, which is great for a player to be able to relax or play in that weather, but they are certainly showing it, some of the players, that's for sure. Here's Mapor. He's wrestled off by Koike, which I would never thought I'd see.
Cooper Nunn, great start to the game as well. That previous corner, he's been really strong in the air, winning most of his duels. Most of the headers from corners and balls played into the box.
He's had a fantastic season, Cooper Nunn. Alongside Banjak, they've formed such a good partnership this year, as we've got a head injury to Mas Falco. But Cooper Nunn's certainly taken on a leadership role in that back line for FK Beograd, with young Ethan Harrington on the outside of him, young Banjak alongside him as well. And he's just been an absolute rock for them. He hasn't made the team of the week for the One Game at a Time podcast that often, but that's because he's been so consistent. It's hard to sometimes put him in the side. When someone else has had one really good game, you're sort of going, okay, but he's been set such a high standard, it's hard to get him in every week. So we just keep an eye on Falco, see how he pulls up. It looks like he's going to be okay, sitting up at the moment. Doctor's just checking his head.
Seems to be okay.
Back on his feet, which is always a good sign. He'll do I'm sure the trainer will do the customary checks before he's allowed back on with a head injury.
Do a HIA? Does he have to go down and pass the test, Taubes, or?
I do not know.
If he knows his name, he's good to go.
Hey, that's what it was. Like that was like back in the day. Was, you know your name? Yep. All right, you're all good to go. Certainly suffered more than one of those myself. So, and if you could count to 3, you're okay. As Banjak goes long, Vivian's going to head that one back. He's going to go back to Banjak, and then we'll start again.
Falco's back on the field now, so he seems okay.
Koike managed to find Neon Kuru. He's able to find Baselli on the far side. As we approach, get close to that 40-minute mark of the first half. Here's Signorello, and he'll go long. Doesn't quite hit that as well as he would have liked, and that goes out for a throw-in. In his bright fluoro kit that you cannot miss.
No, looks like a giant highlighter.
About as bright as my shoes. Here's Vivian. Gets it moving through Junior David, and as I said, Croydon just not moving the ball quick enough at the moment to cause Beograd any real issues. We've got a goal in the HPG Home State League 1. Salisbury United have taken a 1-0 lead over Pontian Eagles. Pontian's already, well, mathematically is still safe, but if they lose today, that will be pretty much them, I believe, done for the season.
Great
Here's Trimboli.
here. Trimmers is onside. Another chance. Oh!
Not quite sure what was
Cuts
going
the
on
ball
there.
that time for Jason Constantopoulos, who's coming in at the far post. Polly with a weak clearance, and he was able to get his boot on it. Almost got a shot.
It was almost Polly had almost hit it into Constantopoulos, but I don't think Constantopoulos certainly wasn't expecting that to come all the way through when Polly got there, and
yeah,
he certainly fluffed his clearance and almost fell very kindly. But here's Croydon now, able to get past the halfway line in the initial press. Here's Junior David inside. Passy John's fighting for that, but Banjak gets across and clears for a corner. From one end to the other. as we'd expect in this game, which is 2v4 on the ladder. And we've also got a goal in the Adelaide Comets North East Metro Stars game. Comets have taken a 1-0 lead thanks to a goal by Aladdin Irabona in the 38th minute.
I do have proof in my phone. Message between myself and the one and only Stevie Pepper. And the message will read, Comets could be specials today. Just thinking about, Metro resting players.
Yep.
A tough schedule coming back from Canberra.
Yep.
Not a lot of time to recover. Q could be in the rack on Saturday afternoon, and Comets must-win game for them. Got a few of their players back as well, which is really handy, just as the ball drops in the box here for Croydon. But, Irabona back playing, Jaden Labasso in good form.
Yep.
I think Stojanovic is back in the middle.
He is, yes. Chandler's finding his feet back in the middle of or the heart of defence.
So I had a good feeling about them today, thinking a must-win game for them, and Metro maybe just having a rest. They've already tied up the league.
Yep.
So that's playing out that way as it is at the moment, and with 10 men, it's going to be a bigger hill to climb. Not a lot of reasons for Metro to climb that hill this afternoon. Ball into the box, easy dealt with from Signorello. Croydon now getting a few towards the end of this half, a few more of the chances at goal.
They are, and you'd expect that. There's no way Beograd are going to be able to maintain their pressure they had for the first 15 for the entire half. We've seen their gameplay change in this half as the half has gone on, from a high press to a little bit more of a sit-off and let them have the ball. Here's Trimboli for FK Beograd. Can't beat Mapor, but Konstantopoulos wins it back. It's been everywhere this half. He crosses looking for Baselli. Baselli's able to get it down, but Junior David does well and dispossesses him and comes away with it. And finds Passia John. Passia John's able to get away from Harrington. But unable to get past Neon Kuru. And I'm not sure if that's a throw-in or a free kick.
I think the linesman's seen a foul there, so it's a good position for Croydon. Dangerous position for them to set up a set piece. Likely Polly will go across there with his left foot and try and swing something in, get something towards the end of this half. 43 minutes gone on the Sportal LED scoreboard.
One world LED Sportal scoreboard. Very nicely done.
I missed the One World. Sorry, One World. One World Sportal.
We give them plenty. It's all good.
So let's see what they do here. Looks like Trimmers is going to attack something at the front, trying to keep some space. Attack that front post. Whips it in. Oh, what a chance. Slattery just needed to get something on it. He got free from his marker, ran to the front post. Polly delivered a great in-swinger. That just needed a touch, and that could have been 1-1 just before half-time.
Signorello stood still watching that one, as did look like Banjak on the far post. Happy just to see that goal flash across him.
Always the danger when you get a good whip on the ball. It's difficult for a goalkeeper with in-swingers to attack it because it can dip in front of them, and then all it needs is a touch. And the ball's going to go in the back of the net. So Signorello has to hold his ground there, but Slattery unfortunately just missed it. Could have been 1-1 going into half-time, and truth be told, if you were Adrian, you'd be pretty unhappy to go in level at the break on the basis of this first half.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I mean, Croydon have had probably the better of the ball possession the last sort of 10.
Yep.
But overall, Beograd, the
first 25, Beograd were the team that came out hot and had really probably 3 or 4 really good chances to score goals.
They certainly have. Trimboli missed the one-on-one. Tried to cut one back when he could have probably, and to be honest, I would have thought should have had a shot.
Yeah, there was one shot blocked 8 yards out from a cutback. So Croydon's best chance falling to the cross that went to Hisamoto, and Signorello made a good save from the header. That's about as much as they've mustered on goal so far.
Here's Bulmer Poor looking to step forward and does, looking for Polly. Goes wide to Slattery. Again,
this is where the ball movement's not quick enough. We were talking about this before. It's making its way across to that side of the field. Vivian's got it now. But it's taking too long, and you can see Beograd quite happy with it. They can just shuffle across, set up their block, put some pressure on the ball carrier, make it difficult to get a ball inside their 18-yard box. Job done. No danger. And here we go. One loose pass is a turnover. But Polly's done well to keep it.
Done very well there to keep that.
We've hit the 45th minute now, so...
Time added. There'll be a couple of minutes for that head injury.
Yep. Falco time on the ground.
Yeah, and the goal scored, so there will be at least 2 minutes, I reckon. And this is another free kick in a dangerous position, Barney.
Position, absolutely.
The way Polly's been delivering, he'll go across. I dare say Luca Trimboli will certainly have his eyes looking at this one, as he does claim the ball, so...
Yeah, it looks like Polly's not even going over
No.
it. Which, for me, I'd still have him over there because I'd want the goalkeeper and defenders
to have a second guess
about
themselves.
what's about to happen.
Yep.
To have Polly there as well, it's like, well, he could still cross the ball.
Yep. Well, we know that it's going to be
right now. We know what's happening.
With Trimboli over the ball, we know this is going to be.
We all know. Everybody knows what's about to happen. No one on the edge of the wall to block the keeper's view as well. One of my pet hates.
Yep.
Something you should always do is make it as difficult as possible for the goalkeeper to see the ball strike.
Yep. As he does hit it, goes near post, and Signorello across well and makes the save.
See, saw it all the way.
Yep.
A lot easier for Signorello. Good save. He still has to do it. And it was struck well. But if you had someone blocking his view, he wouldn't have seen that ball as quick.
No.
And instead of that being a routine save, it could have been a touch onto the post, or maybe he doesn't get there. Those little things make big differences.
They do. As that swung
Another
in,
great ball in.
cleared by Trimboli that time. Dropped back to do his defensive duties. But yeah, you're right there. You stick a man on that, just on the edge of the wall, makes a big difference to the goalkeeper.
And Polly again, a low one this time, flicked on. Beograd have dealt with it.
And they've won the throw.
That could be it for the first half. Although...
One thing I don't like about here at Croydon is they stop the clock at 45.
Ah.
So you know that it's half time, but that you don't actually know how much time is being added. And we've also got another goal in the HPG Home State League 1. Fulham have taken a 1-0 lead over the Cove at Fulham. Or should I say at West Beach, because that's where they play.
Fulham in some really good form this
year.
year.
They are fantastic this year, sitting second. And that is the half-time whistle from Dion. Barney, what did you make the first half?
Well, I think we were just summarising it at the end there. Going into half-time, Beograd deserve a 1-0 lead. They're certainly the brighter of the two that started today. Pressing high, winning the ball high, getting in behind Croydon, causing all sorts inside the box, creating 3 or 4 good opportunities to score. One they scored from, as we said. Really sort of took it to Croydon. Then after they sat back with their lead and then sort of let Croydon have more of the ball and said, okay, well, you come at us and see what you can do with the ball now against our block, which, to be honest, Croydon haven't really been able to break them down too well so far. There hasn't been too many shots on goal. I don't know what the stats are going into the half, if that's flashed up on the YouTube.
No, don't know.
But I would, from my own eyes, 1 or 2 shots on target for Croydon, which was the header for Hisamoto. That was the best chance they had. Signorello making a good save, but outside of that, they really haven't troubled Beograd's goal enough to warrant or say that teams should be level, or that would be a fair result. So Beograd
over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
What I'm excited about, the most, how we can come together, learn about everybody, because we're not the same, but we're somehow the same.
The community came to government to express their concerns about young people. It is our role to listen and it's our role to act.
There's so many kids wanting to play the game from all walks of life.
African Youth Program was established to help Africans with sport, cultural identity, mentorship.
Having a program that's going to target the African children, given it's their sport of choice, presents a huge opportunity to link participation in football with education, which is a perfect mix.
I think the African Youth Program will be a very inclusive program with different teams, different schools coming to play with us.
It's like a very big opportunity to expand skills, knowledge, and in different areas of life.
Most of the kids will grow from this program to be able to become valuable, positive contributors in our society.
Like a voice to be spoken with and not being scared to show your skills.
This empowerment program has many different aspects to it, and of course sport is one of those, but it's actually really about finding your place in the world.
I think everybody's pushing in the one direction to make sure that we can make a real difference.
It's not just a game, it's a very passionate sport that millions of people around the world love to play. That's what football is.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins, the eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
It's deemed as an Italian club. That's a bit fictitious. They called it Salisbury Internationale because that's what it was. It was full of internationals from all walks of life, and it continues to be that. Obviously we had an Italian background, right, but throughout the 50 years, it's been a big dynamics, and it's still changing, so it's great.
I think it's an exciting opportunity. Obviously the new State League 2 system, got the North and South, and I think the final series is definitely something that we want to be a part of and want to be involved in, so it's definitely an exciting opportunity.
Yeah, when I seen State League 2 North, I was all over it. I don't want to travel at all, so I was all about it. Wife was all about it.
Always been a northern boy. I'm 30 seconds down the road. Played for this club for 4 years a while ago, and it's just my family as well, been here as well, so it means a lot.
Everyone around the club's been so welcoming. All the people on the committee and around the club were so nice from day one, and same with the players. Got some nice experienced players out here who are really nice and welcoming for some of our younger players, so that's been really nice to have.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills and meet new friends. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
For Skimitsi against Ulash. Still trying to win against Skimitsi. Oh, and a save with the legs from Delangus. A space to run into. Amanda has one in the centre. Does reach him. Needs to find the angle for the hit. And it's a good save by Woodlands. Taking it out for a corner.
Even better save this one than the previous one.
Stam as well. Yeah.
Tatu.
Oh, Signorello, what a save! He puts a fist behind it and sends it for a corner.
Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG.
Yeah, I'll just keep.
Welcome back to Regency Park for this round 20 RAA NPLSA clash between Croydon and FK Beograd. No changes at half-time.
Some big games. Huge weekend of footy, Mr. Pepper reckons. And my next comment.
Comments might be specials, Metro over Metro. We'll update you on that result in just a few moments.
Tipstar tip of the week. Just follow me on Twitter.
There's Croydon on the forefront straight after the half-time. And
Straight back into it.
Cleared by Koike.
Gonna hit this.
Oh, and Polly's sent that one down South Road.
That's gone down South Road.
And a quick One World LED Sportive scoreboard for your indoor and outdoor LED solutions around the grounds. Adelaide Comets are 1-0 over North East Metro Stars as they've kicked off the second half. Adelaide City 1-0 over Campbelltown, 36 minute. Marlborough Jets 0 with West Tynes Bacala 0, but West Tynes down to 10 men with an early sending off in the 12th minute. Raiders and Para Hills 0-0. Playford Adelaide United 0-0, and in the HPG Home State League 1, Blue Eagles 0. Cumberland losing to Adelaide Olympic 1-0. Fulham still 1-0 over the Cove. Salisbury have taken a 2-0 lead over Pontian Eagles, and West Adelaide taking a 1-0 lead over South Adelaide Panthers. As we are back here for the action here with FK Beograd in possession. Here's Konstantopoulos. Koike.
No change to the lineup, so both coaches coming back out with the same lineup, same structure by the looks of things.
Wouldn't have expected any changes, to be honest. Here's Trimboli, goes wide to Konstantopoulos. Inside, only as far as Klimek, cleared by Klimek to Martinello, and he goes to Trimboli. And wins the free kick.
Thought there was a lineup in front of us here, Taubes, wanting to listen to the commentary. Got it completely wrong. That's the lineup for the sausages.
I was going to say, the canteen is right below us here at Croydon, and yes, it does look like there's people wanting to listen, but unfortunately, it's unfortunate for us. They're just there for the food, and I'm sure our fellow commentator Johnny Keko has talked a lot about the food here at Croydon over the past 12 months, so we will leave it at that.
Well, can attest to probably what Johnny was been saying. Skipped breakfast this morning, knowing I was coming to the local football, and thought down at Croydon there's a good chance of a Kransky, so I can agree with Johnny. It was quite a good spread of sauerkraut, some fresh focaccia, and a Polish Kransky.
Well, it was the
just
full,
what the doctor ordered.
Full Polish kitchen available today. They don't do it every week, so I've been told.
Okay.
So they sort of highlight certain games, I believe, and today was one of them.
Perfect timing then.
That is certainly the case. You got back to Adelaide just in time.
Yes, certainly had my fair share of satay and Asian food over the last few weeks.
Here's Slattery on the far side. Goes back to Polly, who swings it in. Goes far post, and that's going to go all the way through, but Junior David might keep it in. And nope, doesn't. Junior Tan on this near side flags that out for a goal kick.
Would love to see Slattery get the ball at his feet in those instances, just like we saw there, where he came back and passed it back to Polly to deliver in the box. However, he's in a really good position just outside the box there to take the fullback on. It's a one-on-one situation. Would love to see him dribble a little bit more, and Croydon need to get something out of this game, so would like to see a bit more aggression when they're in the attacking phase. Take players on, look for 1-2s, try get in the box, get shots on target, cause a bit of disruption. At the moment, playing things in there from out wide, Signorello and his two centre-backs are just mopping everything up and dealing with anything that Croydon can put into the box. And Slattery is a good one-on-one dribbler. He's good at attacking players and having a go at them. So would like to see him come out of his shell a bit more. Sometimes inexperience can do that with younger players. They don't want to take the risks, and that's the easy pass back to Polly. He just did it again. Maybe they can encourage him a bit more in the second half to have a go at Falco and take him on.
It would be good to see. We've seen him over this course of the season, score some goals, take players on, get the assists, and that's what Croydon need from him today at this present moment. Here's Junior David able to cross, but cleared by none. Only as far as Klimek. Back to David. Here's John, dispossessed, comes away with Konstantopoulos. Can't find Baselli, but it falls kindly for Trimboli, who does play in Baselli, and he's through. Here's Baselli.
Played him on.
Into the box. And he's hit the post. Koike follows up, blocked. Cleared by Polly. Croydon living dangerously, Barney.
Absolutely.
As Falco will go into the book for that challenge. First one for the booking today.
And the centre-back, Vivian on this side, committing the cardinal offence. There was no pressure on the ball. They had runners, and he ran up to try and play him offside. Oh, no, no, no. He should have backed off there and just delayed and tried to keep himself between the ball and the goal. Took a huge risk, didn't pay off, and Baselli was in one-on-one with the keeper. Looked like a great finish at the far post, and it's just not curled enough. Hit the post, come back out. Beograd unlucky not to be 2-0 up.
Yes, Baselli with the opportunity, and he'll certainly feel that he should have done better with that. 1v1. Did everything right, opened his body, pushed it round to that far post, but just pushed it a little bit too wide. As we do have our first substitution for the game as well, as Junior David has made way.
Klimek's gone back to right back.
Klimek's, gone back to his more traditional role these days. And Ned Stiles has come on in the middle of the park. Here's Martinello. Vivian goes long looking for Luca Trimboli, who wins the flick, but Banjak's there to clean up. And free kick given to FK Beograd.
He was a little confused then.
He was. Dion he signalled the wrong way and everyone was questioning him. He went, apologies, that was supposed to go the other way.
No, all good.
And the only blemish I've seen of this game from him is just and if that is the only blemish, then it's not a bad one at all.
Excellent first half from our officials in this game. Dion's done a great job in the middle of the field. So
here's Baselli, but deemed to handball, which certainly looked like it from our angle.
Yep, definitely handball. It's a quick ball here for Slattery. Can't bring it down.
There's that centre-back pairing we've spoken about, just able to clean up anything that's coming their way, and Banjak that time was the one putting his foot through it.
George Sanders might be looking for a bit more now out of Martinello, push him a bit higher, get him in some attacking positions on the ball, and let the substitute Ned
Stiles
sit in the 6.
Pick it up.
Which is where Martinello's been.
And already you can see that Martinello's already been pushed a little bit higher by Stiles. But Croydon certainly need to do something at the moment, because...
How long till Andre Cole
comes off the bench? Yes,
like he's limbering up right now as we speak.
In saying that, they've certainly got some attacking talent on the bench, Croydon. They've got Andre Cole. They've also got Bartkowski sitting on the bench. He's got 2 this season. Andre Cole with 4.
Oh, round the grounds with BS.
What do you got
Adelaide
for us?
United have scored at Playford to take a 1-0 lead.
Oh.
The young youth team, and Adelaide City 1-0 up just before the half against Campbelltown.
Kamau getting, I think that's his first goal of the season.
Bruce Kamau scoring.
Yep.
Been struggling with injury and now
has
starting
been.
to put together some games, which is quite handy. We talk about having handy players coming into finals. Having Bruce Kamau at full flight will be a huge boost for Adelaide City.
Certainly will be, giving that little bit more depth. Now that he could probably come back into the starting lineup and Here's Konstantopoulos looking to switch, looking for his brother. Klimic's going to get there first, lets it bounce and goes back to Margush. Deals with that very well.
Again, similar to the start of the first half.
The high press.
The high press is on, but should be alarm bells going off on the Croydon bench, allowing Kristen Konstantopoulos to get on the ball and play things in behind the defence, as we saw just then. Unfortunately, Jason couldn't get on the end of it. Luke Klimic was there and headed it back to Margush, but you're asking for trouble if you're going to let Kristen Konstantopoulos get on the ball and have free will to play things in behind for his attacking players, and that's what hurt them at the start of the first half, and it could have hurt them just then, but we'll see what happens. Here, Croydon on the ball now with an attacking opportunity. Offside.
It's just not quite working going forward for Croydon at the moment. Pastor John going a little bit early, wanting the ball in behind, not in behind him, but in behind that defence. Just things not quite flowing for them at this stage.
No, I would like to see more change. Bring Slattery over this side and see John. He's a good dribbler, powerful lad. Get him on the other side, one-on-one against Fialco. Take him on a bit. Change things up. See if they can get something out of getting in behind this Beograd defence, because at the moment, everything that's played in front of them, they've dealt with.
There is Falco. Cuts that pass out.
John Felitas up off the bench.
There's no surprise there.
Fastest I've seen him move for a while.
No surprise there. As we've got a goal in the Mowbray West Torrensburg colour game, thanks to One World LED scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. A goal to Mowbray in the 44th minute, right before half time. Ashworth was the player for Bacala that was sent off in the 12th minute. So a couple of red cards
Burns
today.
with the red. There's a ball in behind here for Jason Konstantopoulos. He's onside. One-on-one with Klimic. Goes inside the box. Just a deflection. Enough to go straight to Margush, who can send Croydon back into attack.
And Klimic beautifully dealt with that situation. Just used all his experience there to usher him wide and make it very difficult for him. Got goals all across the leagues at this stage, except for the Adelaide Cobras Adelaide Blue Eagles game. It's the only game, well, actually Para Hills and Raiders, that's still sitting at 0-0. The other massive one of the many massive games on today. Here's
Slattery in behind here, got inside the box.
Led by Harrington.
The Croydon attackers need to get through the box. 2 or 3 examples there of they get into a good position, a ball gets played in, crossed in, played across the box, any of those 3. And every single time so far today, there's been no one there attacking that ball. Or no one at the far post. Nobody getting through the middle.
No, very static.
They need to gamble. And get across their defenders, make runs in the box, and just let both Slattery and Holly have good left foot and left foot delivery. I was going to say left pegs there.
But they do. They have some absolute cracking deliveries. And we saw that in the first half with Polly's delivery for Hisamoto and his effort. So
instead of trying to get it, waiting for it to come to you, get through. Beat the defender, make a run into the box, and they'll deliver it for you. They'll put the ball in the spot for you, which they have 2 or 3 times now, and there's been no one there.
Neil Curry finds Konstantopoulos, and then in turn out to Harrington. Leaves that a little bit short, but Constant makes the most of it. Good run from Konstantopoulos, but runs out of room in the end. Vivian goes line and finds Klimic. Harrington does very well there and wins it ball back for FK Beograd, but given away. These Styles. Cut out by Banjak. Croydon regain possession, but give it away. Very careless there. And here's Baselli, dangerous.
Place to lose the ball.
Pacelli into the box on his left and splices that one, and it goes wide at the near post. But very dangerous there from Croydon.
Comets take a further lead. My tip of the week. 2-0 up. Oh no, it's been reversed. Disallowed.
Super eager on the results around the grounds.
Oh!
No, it's gone the other way. It's a Metro Stars goal with a penalty.
Maybe the guy pressing the button
He got
pressed
it wrong.
the wrong team
He
because
did.
it went 2-0 Comets. And then it came off, and now it's
gone to Metro
1-1.
Stars. An hour played there. It's the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. 1-1 now at Comets Metro Stars. Metro reminded that they are a downer man as well, with an early send-off to Muhitira in the 8th minute.
Doesn't change a lot for Metro in terms of their position, but
No.
it makes a big difference. His Trimmers could be in behind here. Oh! Decision to be made. Did he bring him down? No, he says he got the ball. I'm not so sure, but it's hard to tell from this far away.
Anthony Trimboli certainly not
Beograd
happy with
bench
that.
is blowing up Deluxe.
And what's funny is you look at that bench and look who's still sitting down. Adrian Deloy is still sitting there. Guess who's up on his feet?
John Felitas is getting a bit rowdy out here now. A couple of challenges. Beograd feeling like they should have had a free kick. Probably on both occasions. And Dion just letting it go. There was the one before. Trimmers had beat Mapor to the ball. He slid in to try and get a touch on the ball, and I'm not so sure he did. We'd have to look at a replay. It was hard to tell from here. It looked like Trimmers got the ball and then he brought him down, which could have been deemed as last man as well. But Dion saw differently. Maybe he thought he got a touch on that ball and allowed play to go on. Croydon now in attack over the halfway line. Martinello on the ball. Just going to play this one in behind for Klimek. Can he get there? He can. Cuts it back. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Trimboli.
Dion certainly
Another chance.
Referee certainly letting things go here.
Oh, it's heating up here.
And what an effort that was from Croydon. Klimek
Just
getting
as we
to the
were saying,
byline.
get through the box.
Yep.
Klimek got to the byline, got the ball in the box. Trimmers, great run to the front post. Did everything he needed to. Great volley. Ball was in the air and it's hit the underside of the bar and stayed out. Could have been 1-1. Starting to heat up here at Croydon Beograd. Here's the replay. Oh, did he get anything on that?
Don't know.
Tough to call,
Tough
but
one to
I don't
call
think
on that.
he did.
Tough one to call from that Mapor incident.
It's all happening. Police outside on South Road. Everything's happening here.
Mapor gets there first ahead of
Lots of
Konstantopoulos, and he's happy to take his time to clear. But this game certainly livened up as we approach, played just over 60 minutes.
Trimmers still can't believe that didn't go in.
I'm still not sure how it didn't go in either. A couple of yards out, and he certainly rifled that volley. Certainly timed that beautifully, and problem was just couldn't quite get his head over it enough.
One of those ones he actually he got it too good. Christian Konstantopoulos here, a lot of space.
Koike wide, crossed over the bar, and that's a disappointing end for FK Beograd.
I would have liked to see Kristen have a go there. Yeah, plenty of room. What's happened here?
Croydon.
Someone's left the field of play.
Croydon looking to go to the bench.
Yeah, I think.
And it's Hisamoto making way.
I tell you what, that's a key moment in the game. Trimmers was off there. He was in behind. Challenge from Mapor. I'm not sure he got anything there.
Certainly looked interesting from our angle.
I mean, we got the benefit of the replay now. It's on the other side of the field to where we're sitting.
And that change is Bartkowski coming on for Hisamoto, which will probably mean a slight change in shape for Croydon.
Croydon, the usual suspects. They were in the opponent's half. Martinello got the ball, played a great ball in behind for Klimek, which we've talked about. Instead of playing these things near the centre-backs and trying to play it over the top, he played a great ball on the ground, in behind, where Klimek could get to the byline, into the box. Trimmers did everything right and super unlucky not to be 1-1. Want to see a bit more of that from Croydon as this half goes on. Beograd though, ball into the box. There's Luke Klimic. Oh, was that hand?
Handball, it was. He's given it, and that means a red card as well.
It's a shot on target from Vaselli. Looks like Dion wants to talk to his linesman here.
He is. He's heading over
It was definitely going in.
Oh, and it's a yellow.
Is that yellow?
He has booked him. I would have thought that's a handball and a goal scoring opportunity is a sending off.
Klimic's given it the chicken wing
He
on
has.
the goal. We both reacted the same way. It's handball. So it's a penalty to Beograd. Ball was going in. It was definitely going
Certainly
in.
going in the 65th minute. But it just surprises me that he's only booked him. I thought as a handball and a goal scoring opportunity, it is a red, but it's given the yellow. And it allows Konstantopoulos.
I mean, I'm still confused about just that rule about when it's a penalty, the double jeopardy sort of thing.
Yeah, that's been removed now.
It has?
Yeah, there's no more double jeopardy.
Oh.
But if it's a clear goal scoring opportunity, then it is still a red card.
Right.
So that's why I'm surprised. That I would have thought that would have been a sending off.
It was going in.
Here's Jason Konstantopoulos. Goes,
He
Margouche
saved it.
makes a
Margouche
save.
for the
Whoa.
big save.
Margouche went the right way. It wasn't a particularly good penalty.
No, I was thinking the same.
Very central, and Margouche
Not a great pen.
managed to get on top of that and make the save. Keeps his side in this game. That
And
1-0.
held it too. So they could have got the rebound and scored from it, but he's held it.
Here's Slattery now.
1-on-1. Have a go at him.
He does.
He
takes
does.
him on.
He's inside the box.
No penalty. Styles picks it up. Looks like Cooper none down, and the ref has called the trainer on.
Stop the play.
He has. End-to-end action here at Regency Park with Croydon missing a penalty. FK Beograd missing a penalty. I won't say missing penalty. Saved penalty from Margouche. Absolute cracking save. Not the best penalty, but he did well to get on top of it and
Great
hold
save
it.
And hold it, yep.
And then back down the other end with Slattery bursting into the box and forcing FK to
Penalty claim for themselves.
Yep.
A few of the Croydon
They
players were
certainly
demonstrating
did.
with the referee. Thought that Slattery had been clipped on his way through. First time we've seen him run at him, and he beat Falco.
Yep.
That's, as I was saying before, want to see more of that from him. Take the game on. You can face your defender in a dangerous position, particularly inside the box. Have a go at him. Draw someone out. It'll disrupt the back line. One of the centre backs will have to come to deal with it. That's when you can play things across the box and potentially score. So the change, we've got number 9, the big number 9 has come on.
For Croydon?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bartkowski, he came on for
Bartkowski
Hisamoto.
for
Yep.
Hisamoto.
So they're looking at making further changes. It looks like Brazali's getting himself ready on the far side,
And
along with Andre Carl. Here's the ball in from...
Looking for Klimic again. That's gone
Doesn't-
too long.
yeah, doesn't keep that one in. And,
And
just
here's
hearing
a double
that
change coming.
the game over at Power Hills and Raiders is end-to-end, but no score. They can't...
It's the only game of the round without a goal.
It is in the RAA NPLSA.
Half time at the moment.
As Croydon do go to the bench
Only
there,
one scoring
replacing
will be-
Oscar Slattery and Christian Vivian making way.
Vivian off for Brazali into his normal role at centre back, and looks like it'll be
Andre Carl.
And leaving Trimmers. Trimmers moving to the wing, so Slattery's gone off and Trimmers has moved over there.
Yep.
Just as Slattery
Finally had taken that
Yeah,
player
finally
on. What
taken
we
on
think he
Falco and-
should have done earlier.
So, to some degree, a four-prong attack up top now for Croydon. Very aggressive from George Sonis.
Well, he's got to do something. He's got to do something now as they...
70 minutes gone, so 20
it.
minutes to do something about this score.
That was a hefty knock there from Neon Kura as he went over Bartkowski. think that might be all of Croydon's windows now played, because they brought Ned Stiles on in a single change.
They did.
They brought on Bardkowski.
Single change.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Carl
that's it, they're
and
done. Yep.
Brazali in a double change. So that's, I believe, them done for substitutions now. FK Beograd still yet to make a change. And yes, I did hear that the all-important Para Hills Raiders game is end-to-end but no score at this stage. As the ball goes in, none clears with his head. Falls to Trimboli, who tries to cut it back, can't. Gets it all the way back to Stiles, who in turn all the way back to Martinello. Constantopoulos for FK Beograd. A bit slow on the ball there, and Martinello dives in and gives away the free kick and goes into the book for that one, and it's all a bit of a handbags at the moment.
Oh, it's a bit of push and shove. We weren't too happy with that tackle on Constantopoulos.
They certainly weren't.
Martinello going for the ball. A little bit of frustration in the Croydon side. They just gave the ball away cheaply in their attacking half. The break was on for Beograd, and I didn't think there was a lot in it, to be honest myself. Martinello got the ball, he then got the player afterwards.
I think the fact that he came from the front is probably what did him, to be honest. If that was from the side, I think he would have got away with that.
Let's put the handbags away. Let Dion sort this out.
That's it.
I think he booked him. It's a yellow card.
Yep. So Martinello in the book, along with Klimek. And Falco for FK Beograd with the booking so far. And the only goal, thanks to Anthony Trimboli in the 8th minute. Bit of a habit for FK Beograd to score early. Trimboli scored the other week in the first minute. In their 1-0 win against Playford. He scored in the first minute. At home to Comets last week. They scored in the 8th minute through a Baselli goal. So I don't mind an early goal, FK Beograd.
So what's splitting these two teams right now? So Trimboli goal early today. Definitely deserved it, the way they started the game.
Well, Croydon certainly like to score some late goals. Barkowski scores 86 minutes. Slattery in 95 minutes. Scored 94th minute. 80th and 94th minute. So they've got late goals in them, Croydon. Here's Falco. Looks to cross, cut out by Trimboli. Go again, and does. This time cleared by Mapor. And as far as Neon Kuru. High boot and a free kick to Croydon.
They're definitely moving quicker, Croydon.
They certainly are. And now that they've got effectively a four-pronged attack now with the likes of Barkowski, Trimboli, Passage John and Andre Carl. Very scary looking front four for Croydon.
Trimmer's out wide on the ball trying to get something in the box. Blocked by Falco.
And if you love the game like we do, why not study it? Flinders University now offers degrees in sport, teaching, psychology, social work and more at its new city campus. Apply now for mid-year entry. Bit of a juggling act there from Constantopoulos. Lucky to get away with no handball there. Here's Brazali with one of his very first touches. He looks to go long. Eventually goes out for a corner off Constantopoulos. Not the best looking ball into the area, but it certainly worked for them. I think the bounce really was unkind to Constantopoulos there.
Not sure Beograd can deal with
Brazali coming up.
I mean, Sikowski's not in there. He's 6'3". number 9, and he's the last player in defence for Croydon now.
Ball comes in all the way through, but eventually falls to Klimek in the box. He's happy to let that go out, and Dion's called it as a goal kick. Yeah, that does baffle me why you would have the likes of Barkowski sitting in the deepest position on an attacking corner. He is a striker, scored 2 goals this year.
Look at the size of him as well.
When you've got the likes of someone like Styles, who's certainly a holding midfielder frame.
Styles and Klimek are the two that you probably would leave back, being the 2 smallest on the park now.
Yep.
Martinello will take the set piece, or Polly. And then it's all big boys after that.
Certainly is, and there's one of them there. McCall putting his foot through it. They've certainly got some tall timber in that lineup, Croydon. Here is one of them, Martinello. Klimek.
Looks like Harrington's lost a shin pad. Going to fix that up.
It's because he doesn't do his socks properly.
No, pull your socks up, son. That won't happen.
That's it.
Croydon just keep possession here in their build-up phase, trying to get past the front 2 of Beograd, not really going too far.
Which has been a bit of a thing for them today. It's very much on course with what's happened for the first 76 minutes of this game, really.
They could be out here if they move it quickly. Get a quick switch on.
Barkowski is able to get to Polly. And it has to slow down again. Here's Trimboli. Luca goes line, looking for Polly. Does well. Met by Constant. That's just done his ankle, and that's going to hurt that one. And it may be time for him to make way after seeing that. Cross drilled in from so close range, and if he didn't have his foot set there, then it's certainly a painful one. As Croydon FK Beograd are looking to go to their bench for the first time today, but they're going to check on Konstantopoulos as well.
A couple of these injuries just taking the bite out of the game a little bit. Unfortunately, it was heating up there. We'd had a couple of chances at both ends. Bit of push and shove in the middle.
We
certainly
had
tackles. It felt like it was getting toasty.
A few chances as well.
And
had
then
a bit of everything. As Anthony Trimboli looks to have made way for FK Beograd. It looks to be Riley Stam coming on to see how the last 12 minutes. The goal scorer makes way.
We're just waiting to see with Constant.
See how he pulls up before they make that change. Looks like the assistant coach, Matthew Muscroft, is making his way all the way down the line to find out what's going on. We're not in the league where we get to have headpieces between the trainers and the coaching staff. See what happens here with the change, and it does look like Constant making way, and I'm not surprised the way he went down. As soon as that ball hit him, it did not look good. He's come off, and Zach Kosick has come on in his place. The ball goes into the box, cleared by Falco. A little bit further by Kosic. Croydon starting to apply some pressure now. Cleared by Falco. Great ball in to the far post, but again, no Croydon player there for that one. Seems to be a common occurrence again for their crossing. Barney.
Well, Trimboli was previously, when Klimek got in behind, it was Trimmer's run to the front post that created the opportunity when he hit the bar. All too often they're static.
Klimek gives away the free kick there. Runs into the back of Koike. As we approach 80 minutes and only 10 minutes plus time added to this game to go.
Styles trying to play the ball in there. Very low percentage of goals are scored from that sort of area of the field. Croydon need to work that ball higher into the opponent's front third, or their front third, the opponent's back third. Referred to as the front third or high zone or penalty area. Lots of different names for it.
So there's so many different names.
There are so many.
Depending on the area you were born in, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, that too, and it's changed a few times.
It certainly has.
What hasn't changed is the 18-yard box, and the amount of goals scored from crosses from beyond the 18-yard box. The further back you go from the 18-yard line in the opponent's half to cross the ball, the lower the percentage gets.
Yep.
So where goals are scored for is very important when you look at stats and you break down games. And one of the key components of that is the percentages of goals scored in the opponent's half, inside the penalty area, and from wide left, wide right areas of the field. And in crossing, I can't remember the percentages, but I can tell you, whether at NPL or A-League level, your chances of scoring goals, crossing the ball beyond the 18-yard line, before the goal line, significantly increases. So that sort of stat for you is why I was saying when Ned Stiles is crossing that ball is a very low percentage to score from.
It certainly
Croydon would be better off keeping the ball on the deck, working the ball wide to get a 2v1 or a ball in behind like they did with Clinic. Get that in the box, and then you've got a much better chance of scoring.
And we do have another goal in the RAA NPLSA, and it's at Mowbray Jets. And Burkalla with Klassen Thomas getting on the score sheet to make it 1-1 between Mowbray and Burkalla as that ball goes all the way through to Margouche.
Tasty.
Point doesn't really help Mowbray. Oh, it will do, but they'd certainly much prefer the 3 at this stage of the season.
That's a 10-man birch too?
It is, yes. And that's thanks to One Rod LED and Sport for all your scoreboard, for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. And we've got still 0-0 in the HPG Home State League 1 between Cobras and Blue Eagles. 1-0 between Cumberland and Adelaide Olympic. Fulham take a 2-0 lead over the Cove. Salisbury have taken a 3-0 lead over Ponthian Eagles, and West Adelaide 1-0 over South Adelaide still.
As it stands, this result for Croydon means they're going to have Adelaide United, just as Trimmers gets in behind Adelaide United and Beograd. If Beograd can hang on to the 3 points here, both of them 1 point behind them with 2 to play. So leaving everything up for grabs for second spot.
It certainly does. And Adelaide City 33 points. A point at the present moment, a point behind Croydon United and Beograd. Playford are then only 1 point in front of Adelaide Comets Campbelltown in for that 6th and final playoff position. As it stands, yeah. Campbelltown, West Torrens Burkalla sitting on 26 points. And at the present moment, as things stand, Para Hills and Raiders are in the bottom 2 with the current results as they are. And it looks like that Beograd are going to go to the bench one more time. And it looks like Maxim Ivanic is going to come on. Big number 9.
Bit of a super sub for...
He has been.
For Beograd. Probably who I thought's been best on ground today, going off for a rest. Maybe because of his injuries, but Kristen Constantopoulos...
He's been outstanding, hasn't he?
Has been very good today. Set them up in the first half. Was lethal in attack. Went on a great run inside the box to set up the first goal. Looked dangerous every time he got on the ball. Great to see him back out there playing. Know he's had a lot of injury concerns and it's been unfortunate to be injured and not out playing. So it is great to see Kristen back out there playing with his brother, but with Beograd and having an influence in games.
He's certainly having an influence in games, that's for sure. Ivanic coming on has scored 3 goals this season. 2 of those in one game against Adelaide City. Coming off the bench. And there has been another goal in the HPG Home State League 1. Adelaide Blue Eagles have taken a 1-0 lead over Adelaide Cobras. As Signorello will go along with his free kick, looking for Ivanic. His first touch is beautiful, headed, guided down to Baselli. He's able to cross. Nope, keeps it up, looks to take Klimek on and loses out. And Klimek comes away with it. Polly can't quite bring that under control, and Banjak does well in the end to come away with it. He looks for Ivanic, who does get there first. Ivanic onto his left and hits it. Looks to go low, but goes wide of Margouche's outside post.
You have to do better than that to beat Daniel Margouche.
Certainly does, but a worrying sign that he's able to pick it up. There's so much space in front of the Croydon goal. This is where FK Beograd can make things count now as things start to open up with Croydon pushing for an equaliser. Ivanic crosses, blocked by Klimek. Not going to go out of play though, as Klimek comes away with that one. It certainly leaves some space now for FK Beograd to attack.
Things getting tense around all the grounds, I would imagine, right now.
As we do approach 90, we've ticked over 86 minutes played. We're in the 87th minute. Here's Trimboli, none.
Oh, he's got there. Can he do something with it? Tried to cross, it's come back to him. He's gone for it again, straight to the Beograd centre-back.
The tall timber of Banjak yet again. Him and Nunn today have been able to clean up everything that Croydon have thrown into that box. Bartkowski unable to beat Neon Kuru, but Martinelli picks it up. Here's Klimek. Croydon happy to keep the ball, and Beograd just sitting in, allowing them to have the ball. Fine pressure, but nothing serious there. Here's Styles. Looks to cross and cut out by Koike. Long throw looking for Trimboli, wins the flick, but only as far as Banjak. Cleared, Martinello cleans up for Croydon. Guzati puts his foot through that, and that's going to go out over the line for a throw in. As we approach, there will be a fair bit of time added here. Barney, what's your thoughts?
We've had some
stoppages.
A few injuries and stoppages, so there's probably a good 5 or 6 minutes to be added after 90 minutes. Croydon just unable to unlock this Beograd defence often enough to create goal scoring opportunities, and susceptible to what's happening right now. Oh no, he's offside, which is a breakaway. The further they push, they're always going to be susceptible to a counter-attack. A loose pass, Beograd can ice the game with a late second.
And that's always the case when you're 1-0 down. Yeah. With only a few minutes to go, plus time added.
And in terms of the stakes at this time of the season, it is almost like a finals game. You know, a 1-0 defeat at home right now doesn't do anything for Croydon. So whether that's 2 or 3, they've definitely got a positive goal difference. It doesn't really matter. So they, by all rights, should be going for this and throwing caution to the wind. But at the moment, they're
giving the ball away
too way too easy.
Here's Stam as Baselli forced Margouche into a save. They're unable to play out, but even a loose pass there from FK Beograd just seems to be going their way at the moment. Here's Mapor.
Oh!
And he's in trouble here.
He almost cut him in half then.
He's going to book Mapor. Oh no, he's booked the FK Beograd player there, and that is Kosic, who's been booked. So I thought that was going to go the other way then.
to the 90th minute.
Time added now, and we still have in the big game in the relegation battle. It's still 0-0 between Para Hills and Raiders with half an hour to play there. So as soon as this game finishes,
I was expecting to see like a 5-3, something like that today.
I was hoping to see something big in that game.
God.
I have heard that it's end-to-end, but just no one's able to unlock the door and score that first goal, which could then turn into 2 or 3. Scores haven't changed much around the grounds at all. And if you want to continue watching football, there's no late games this evening. All the games are in the NPLSA are 3 o'clock. Here's Andre Carl. Cleared by none, but it's still in his box. Falco puts his boot through it. Eventually Banjak gets a head onto it and sends Baselli away. Here's Ivanic. He goes through, does well, but he's met by Mapor, and Mapor cleans up. And there has been
one of Croydon's best today, Mapor.
He certainly has. And we've actually got 2 goals in the HBG Home State League 1. Cumberland have taken a 2-1 lead over Olympic. Goals in the 58th and 62nd minute. So 2 goals in quick succession has turned that game on its head. Margush goes long. Neon Kuru wins that. Here's Stam. Looks to beat 3 and doesn't succeed.
2 and runs into you-know-who.
Exactly, none other than Mapor. Falco does very well there and clears that one. Certainly thrown himself on that one. As FK Beograd look to go to the bench again, and their import in Baselli is going to make way. It looks like, I believe, that's going to be young Jordan Lean coming on. Don't know much about Jordan Lean, but I do need to look into that and just see if he is related to the Lean family that spent many years around the traps and in what was back then the First Division, the Super League, in the Lean family. Here is Bolmapore. Time added. Croydon have to do something. He looks to go in behind and finds Polly. Polly crosses. There's True Bowley, but he's unable to direct his header goal bound, and that's their best opportunity this half, and their leading goal scorer unable to turn that goal bound. But finally, second time this half, they're able to get to that byline and put a cross in. They've created a half chance in this case, unable to make it count, whereas the last one they did manage to smash the bar. But that's much better from Croydon. But is it too little, too late? As it goes long. Brazali wins that, but
be in for the 2nd or 3rd minute of stoppage time now.
There would be, yes. Unfortunately, the Croydon clock stops here at 90. Don't know if it seems to stop at 45 and 90. It'd be nice if it just kept going. Harrington with the throw goes long. Croydon win the free kick. They've got to get things moving forward. They've got to look for their options. They go across the back line to Polly. He looks to switch, looking for John, but the advantage gets a slight touch, but John picks it up, gets down the line, crosses.
Great cross.
Cleared by Falco. Styles hits, blocked. Falco goes down with a head injury.
Yeah, he was collected late after he got his head on it.
Certainly was. There was no malice in it or anything. It was just a great challenge between 2 players there. He just got there first and then felt the brunt of Andre Carl coming through. I think that was Andre Carl's either Carl or Bartkowski.
Yeah, he was trying to get on the end of it. Falco beat him to it and he just collected him at the end.
There's nothing...
in a heavy challenge.
Yeah. Nothing malicious in it. It's good... 2 good players who've... Falco's had a good day today. Just gone for the ball. And with these results today, it still leaves everything up in the air for finals and 2nd position.
4 teams can finish 2nd.
Yep.
4 teams can finish 9th.
Yep. And that 4 teams can finish 6th and take the final playoff position.
Wow.
So, and then there's 3 teams fighting for survival. Cannot forget that. Para Hills Raiders. So, and all three teams down that end.
Metro Stars.
They're all drawing. And Metro Stars have scored. They have too. Hamish Gow scored in the 61st minute, and they've just scored in the 90+6 to take a 2-1 lead over Adelaide Comets.
Wow.
We're the man down since the 8th minute in that game. I did pick Metro to win, Barney. Maybe my tips might come right this week.
My star tip of the week is in the bin.
As Stan brings that under control, but Mapor, again, can't distribute there, but that's probably one of the only bad passes he's done for the day. He's been outstanding for Croydon today, actually. And who would you go with as best players today, Barney?
Oh, hard to go past Kristen Konstantopoulos.
Yep.
If you mean it across the field, across both teams. Mapor, I'd be Kristen 3 votes, Mapor 2 votes, and then
you could throw a blanket over a
you
number
could,
of players for one. Like the likes of Banjak and Nunn have both been excellent. Clemmick's been very good in 2 different positions as nothing unusual.
Been pretty consistent. Cooper Nunn's done well in the air.
He's done
dealt with everything at the back.
Yeah.
You could. It'd be
So,
pretty tough with that third one.
You could throw a blanket over those players. And this is probably the last ditch here for Croydon with Polly to end swing this free kick. He doesn't hit that well. It falls kindly to Trimboli. He's unable to turn on it. Able to get it into the box, but cleared by Beograd in the end. Only as far as Polly. Polly delivers. Mapor's there. And he's offside as Cigarello comes out but doesn't hold it. He got very lucky there as Mapole was in an offside position.
Jeez, Beograd almost coming undone there. 2 opportunities to clear the ball, and they gave it back to the Croydon player, who could then put something into the box.
And they got lucky.
Leon looking at his whistle, that could be it.
Luckily that he was offside for FK Beograd, and Playford have equalised against Adelaide United to make it 1 apiece.
Another late goal.
It is. That's in the 69th minute there at Playford. This will just add any further time to the game.
Huge boost for Beograd this win.
It
in terms of league position going into the last 2 games, but psychologically against Croydon, that's 2 wins this year.
Yep.
And there's a good chance they'll see each other in the final series. You certainly would be confident being Beograd home or away playing Croydon in the final series.
Great form booster.
Sometimes you can have those teams that are just a bogey team.
They certainly have them throughout the leagues. That's for sure.
That might be the case here with Croydon. I don't know the history, but on the basis of this year's results so far, I don't know about previous years and their meetings, but
in 2024 there was a draw and an FK win. Okay. There was in 2023 Croydon win and a draw, and 2022 FK won both games.
Right, so Croydon's won once in the last 5 years.
Yep.
There you go. That's a bogey team.
That's why we study before games. Make sure we know the stats. We get those results to make sure we can give them to you, you listeners out there on the FSA League's YouTube channel. As Nyankuru just turns beautifully out of trouble. Here's Ivanic into the box.
The super
hits
sub.
it. And he scores! Makes it 2-0.
The super sub.
And that is game over here. FK Beograd takes the 2-0 lead in the 97th minute.
Game, set and match.
We knew that Croydon were pushing forward. There was going to be gaps at the back, and FK Beograd have finally made it count. Barney.
Yes. Nyankuru in the middle did fantastic there. Rode a few tackles. The referee almost actually gave him a free kick. He let him play on. He kept his feet. He did really well. Played a ball into Ivanic, and great finish on his left foot into the far corner. And that's game, set and match here.
It certainly is.
Beograd with a big win, takes them to 34 points and 3rd position on the ladder. 1 point in front of Adelaide City and 1 point behind Croydon Kings, which sets up some tasty games next week because Beograd, they're at home to Para Hills.
Yes, and Para Hills have got it all to play for if things stay as they are in the Para Hills Raiders game at 0-0, and Modbury and Bacalla 1-1. So they've all bottom three teams have picked up a point. Here's Ivanic, turns away from Klimek. They're going to go again.
Good since he came on, Ivanic.
Stam goes wide to
Dangerous.
Harrington, and Harrington's going to go straight to the corner.
They're going to hold this up.
They certainly will.
Time.
And that's
game. Dion's blown the whistle. Conversely, too, just saying that Beograd next week play Para Hills. Croydon go to Metro Stars.
Oh, that's a tough ask, that one right there. If you have enjoyed this 2-0 victory here to FK Beograd, thanks to goals to Maxim Ivanic and an early goal to Anthony Trimboli. I've been your host, Mark Talbot, beautifully aided by Barney Smith. Thank you, Barney, for joining me.
No problem, Talbs.
We will see you all on the next one.